What is going on, guys? In this video I'm going to be breaking down one of the new defenses that I've been running a lot lately, and that is the $326. Now what we're going to do is we're going to shake with this defense. It is very similar to the 155, except it gets better pressure, is slightly worse against the run. We can counter that because we can put the safety into a spy, and that will blow up most runs really well. Since the formation has DBs and they're on the outside, they tend to do a really good job of stopping the counters, the strong powers. The only real weakness to this defense is somebody that just runs a dive over and over and over again. If your opponent's hell-bent on running a dive, maybe this defense is not the best to stop that. However, that's up to you whether or not you can live with that. We've given you plenty of good run defenses that you can use. So basically, what we'll get into here is the base people of who you're going to need to have in what spots. The plays that I like, the main ones, are going to be cover 2 man, cover 4 contain, 2 sink QB contain, Mike edge 3, strong eagle slant 3, and then occasionally the play spinner. It's a all-out blitz. We do make a few adjustments to that, which I'll go into here in probably the next video. So in this scheme, the defensive line doesn't really matter. You just want, I guess, fast people, or not necessarily fast, people that are going to hold up against the run. Just put your best players there, I guess, would be your best bet. And then the people you really want to be fast is the linebacker that is on the left, the strong safety, and then both slot corners. So those will be the guys. Once again, it'll be the linebacker on the left of screen, both slot corners, and then also the strong safety. So now the coverage plays are very simple. We'll just show you really quick. Cover 2 man, you can do a lot of things with this. Now, keep in mind, in these coverage schemes, these aren't plays that are geared towards getting a ton of pressure. These are simply there to force your opponent to earn his yards. You want your opponent, dinking and dunking more so than bombing you. Awesome about this formation, as opposed to the 155, is how you can go from the 2-man under to a 2 sink QB contain to a cover 4 contain. You can do pretty much everything without making a lot of adjustments. I mean, they got the 2 sink QB contain already there, cover 2 man, obviously. Then you got 2 really good blitzes, one from the left, one from the right, that is very consistent. So with that being said, the cover 2 man will come out in first. Now you can set this up 2 ways. You're going to want to spread your linebackers and then show blitz and play loose coverage. That's going to give you the shake animation. Now you can just QB contain it, and what will happen is versus play action, this linebacker will tend to shoot through either the B gap or the A gap against play action. It doesn't happen all the time, and it doesn't happen often in practice mode just because of the way that it is. But that's what will pretty much happen a lot. You'll see that simple 4-man rush gets a lot of pressure. So now we'll do the same thing, 2 sink QB contain. You're going to spread the guy, spread the linebackers, and show blitz. Now when doing this play, I like to crash my defensive line down. Now what that does is sometimes instead of the linebacker coming free, it will be the D end on the B gap. But once again, it does not happen all the time, and it does not happen very frequently in practice mode. But as you see, the coverage is pretty much phenomenal everywhere, even on that play. So we'll call timeout real quick, and then we'll go to the cover 4 contains. Or before we do that, actually, I want to show you this. So we'll go back. Here's cover 4 contain, and we'll audible to 2-man under. So when doing this, you don't have to blitz that guy. You can put him into a purple, put this strong safety into a spy. I mean, you can pretty much do whatever you want. and really confuse your opponent. And it's only going to be a 3-man rush, but they have to respect the blitz, as you'll see here soon in the next video. The blitz is phenomenal. You got great pressure from the left, great pressure from the right, and it's very consistent. So you can afford to make these little adjustments. I mean, safety, you could put middle linebacker into a spy. You know, you could do stuff like this. You could get really creative with these, and do really well, as you will for sure find out. So like you'll see just this right here, pressure, you know, is pretty good. You know, not amazing, but simple 3-man rush, good block shed, and you can adjust the coverage really well. Now in the 2-sync QB contain, I like to take this blitzing linebacker and man him up on the slot. Then when I'm shaking, I will then just watch. I'll play on the middle linebacker right here, and I will watch this slot. So like I would play pretty much like this. It's really acting up. Anyways, so pretty much I would just manually stick the linebacker that's over here, and then you have phenomenal coverage on that play as well. So it's very simple. Now the cover 4, we'll go to the cover 4. When I'm running the cover 4, I like to actually take my flat zones and man them up on the outside receivers. I do this a lot when I'm expecting smoke screens. So like I'll then shake and do the same thing. And then you could get really creative with it if you want. You can man up other people. You can play on anybody. Your opponent really does not know what you'll be doing. Just a little adjustments here and there. It's pretty much it as far as the coverage D goes. Like I said, the coverage D isn't going to be groundbreaking. You guys are all aware of coverages and how to adjust now. But it is a must-have thing. The only other play I really want to break down is going to be the the cover 6 show 4. This is a phenomenal play to defend the face catching. For whatever reason, the safety on the left plays the face catch really well, and then I will man up the outside receiver on the right. So I will do something very similar to this, and then I'll just shake back and forth, and that will typically do a phenomenal job of defending the face catch. So it is only to one side. However, you can man up and you got the double coverage look on the other side on the right. So that is pretty much it, and we will get into the fun stuff, the blitzes, next.